What is up, YouTube? It's Project here, bringing you a brand new video. And today, guys, I got a new tank build for you guys. But quick disclosure here before we start the video. I just want to let you know, guys, that in the description will be the times of when I go over skills, champion points, armor, etc. So that way you guys can just skip forward ahead if you guys need to. In the future, or if you guys just forgot something, you can go back and reference that pretty quickly just by looking in the description. So, yeah, guys, with that being said, I am going to show you my new tank build. Now, it is pretty similar to my old tank build. However, this time it's just a little bit better, more damage mitigation, as well as better sets for more health, and basically the same exact resource sustain. Nothing's really different from it. So, but this is just what I'm running with. This is the 100k build. And you know what, guys, it works really well. I like it. It has a little more damage mitigation and the same resource sustain. So that being said, guys, this is my new PvE tank build. Let's get right into it here. So as you guys probably want to know, let's just go right over to the gear, because that's probably what you guys care about. First off, we have a 5-piece Plague Doctor, so we're going to run a Plague Doctor's, sword, shield, right there. So, bang, bang, bang. And then we're going to run a Plague Doctor's necklace and 2 Plague Doctor's rings. Now on the rings, guys, we're going to go put some reduced cost of bashing and reduced cost of blocking glyphs on those. So we're going to do 3 of those glyphs on each of those. Now I would recommend getting legendary for all of your jewelry, as well as the big pieces of your armor. But yeah, guys, so I would get all healthy on your jewelry here as well. So that's a 5-piece Plague Doctors, and what that does is it gives you max health, 4% healing taken, so not really too useful there. But then we get a huge max health bonus of 5,721 max health, scaling up if you have legendary, of course. I only have some blue jewelry as of the moment, because at the time when I bought this, it was really expensive. Now it's really cheap. But yeah, guys. Alright, so next set that we have today is we have the Vampire's Cloak set. And that is... it's just like... this set is amazing, right? This set is so overlooked, and it's literally one of the best sets in the game. Okay? So check this out. This is a max health, spell damage, completely useless as a tank, because we're not doing damage at all as a tank, but max health, spell damage, max health again, and gain minor protection at all times, forever, reducing your damage taken by 8%. So huge damage mitigation there. That is absolutely amazing. So 5-piece Vampire Cloak on the body, and then okay, on the gear, I'll tell glyphs right after this. Then we're going to, of course, run a 2-piece Engine Guardian for the unlimited resource sustain. And trust me, guys, with the amount of times you're going to be hitting Igneous Shield and, taunting, the enemy and doing debuffs and all that, you're really going to be proccing this a lot, and you're going to get your resources back at all times, basically. You're always going to have up resources. So, yeah, guys, that is the sets that I'm running. But let's get onto the traits and the glyphs that we have on the gear here. So I already went over the jewelry, so I'm just going to start right up here with the weapons. So first off, you're going to run a Crusher enchantment on one of the weapons here, and you can run on the other weapon as well. But yeah, you're going to run the Crusher enchantment. You don't really have to get this legendary. I'd recommend getting an epic if you don't have a Kuda. However, if you have a Kuda, just go for it, right? Spend money, right? Get them bands. But yeah, guys, so you're going to get that in the defending trait. Next off, you're going to get a Plague Doctor shield. And, I opted to go with Sturdy again for the extra block reduction cost. However, you can go with defending again. I mean reinforced. However, I don't recommend it. I just don't feel like it gives enough value. I just prefer the block reduction cost. That's just me. But yeah, you're going to get the maximum stamina enchantment on that as well. Next off, we're going to have a defending weapon again, same enchantment. And the reason I have these different guys, and one I have a mace and one is a dagger, it's so I can tell my bars apart when I'm swapping, tanking different adds, because the shield is the same. So I just want to make sure the weapons are a little bit different for the the skin and the texture of it. But again, guys, another shield, exact same shield, stamina enchantment. And I want to go over something real quick here about these shields on the enchantments. Make sure when you have a maximum stamina enchantment on your weapons that they are the same type of quality. So you can't have one legendary and then one epic, because it will do a desync. They took away health desyncs, stuff like that, if you have the same amount from weapon swapping. However, if you do have a different value as maximum stamina and maximum stamina again, there will be a desync on your stamina, and that just will not be good. You don't want that. So yeah, guys, just spend money on the Kuda if that's the case. Next off, we have Impenetrable on the head. You don't need Impenetrable. It's completely useless in PvE. However, I don't have a sturdy helmet, so yeah, it's kind of crappy on my part. But it works. It works. So we did maximum health enchantment again on the health, for health on the head. Next off, we got the chest, guys, and we got a maximum stamina enchantment, and then reduced block cost again. Reduced block cost again on the shoulder, maximum health maximum health on the waist, reduced block cost. Maximum stamina on the small piece, and that is reduced block cost by 3.5% again. Another sturdy piece, and then we got maximum stamina on the legs, and then on maximum health we got on the boots, and then we got a block reduction cost. Slurring my words there at the end. But yeah, guys, so that is the gear that we are running. Personally, I really love the gear. And you know what, I'm just going to give you guys some alternate gear sets as well if you guys do not have these. However, it's pretty easy to get. I bought all this stuff for probably, I'd say, less than 20,000. So, however, the Plague Doctors at the time when I bought it was really, really expensive. So, again, I can't really give you guys a price on that now. However, the Vampire Cloak is actually pretty cheap. You can buy it pretty nice. It does look like crap if you don't have on a skin or a costume, but it is a really good set. So, yeah, guys, some alternate sets that you could run instead of you know, Plague Doctors. You could run the Beekeeper set to get that crazy health recovery. You could also run the Green Pack set, health recovery and health and all that. So you could do something like that instead of Plague Doctors. However, I would keep Vampire's Cloak. I wouldn't really switch this out. But yeah, guys, so I'm just going with the huge mitigation. You want a little bit of a higher health pool because, you know, we're gonna be getting that sustain there. So yeah, the damage reduction is nice, and yeah. Instead of Engine Guardian, which I do recommend, I always recommend Engine Guardian on a tank. However, if you do not run Engine Guardian, you can run a Bone Pirate. You just get that more damage reduction as well. However, I don't recommend it. But yeah, guys, that is that. Keep all the enchantments on your jewelry the same. Don't ever switch these up. They're a big part of the build. But yeah, guys, next on to the let's go on to the skills. Let's go on to the skills. All right, so okay, this is our front bar, right? I always have Pierce Armor on my front bar. So first skill of the day, we have Pierce Armor. Now this is purely for a taunt. 15 seconds that an enemy will attack you, and it's pretty cheap, relatively cheap. It's 1,401 stamina, really, really, really cheap, and it reduces their physical and spell resistance by 5 to 80 for 12 seconds. So it's absolutely amazing skill. Try to keep this up 100% whenever you're taking an enemy. Next off, we got Igneous Shield. Now it's not used for a shield. This is purely to get back your stamina and major mending. So as you guys can see, it increases your healing done by 25%. That increases the healing that you do, not that you receive. So the reason that we run this is so we can get the not only the healing, but we can restore 5% of our max stamina every single time that we hit Igneous Shield. So it actually really helps to have a higher stamina pool, which is why you guys saw me have some stamina enchants on my armor, because it really helps to have a huge stamina pool. But next off, we got Structured Entropy. Obviously, pretty obvious, you guys haven't noticed already, 8% max health. Now an alternate skill I'll show you after that. This is kind of like a flex spot. You don't really have to run Structured Entropy. I just sort of run it just because it gives you some more health. However, this is a flex spot. You do not have to run it. Absorb Magicka. Crazy skill. Increases the amount of damage that you mitigate by 8%, and the cost of blocking is reduced by 8%. This skill is dumb, okay? But not only does it do that, when you absorb up to 22,000 damage from the next spell projectile cast at you, healing for 90% of your max health. That's literally stupid, guys. So you literally just sit here and just keep getting your health back, right? And also, it's really cheap to cast too. So if you need Engine Guardian proc and you like, you know, you sort of out of resources, sort of shit out of luck, just try to maybe hit this a couple times and take some. You'll get some health back from projectiles, as well as get the coveted Engine Guardian procs like this right there. So bang, got this Magicka, and when it happens from then, we just hit the Igneous Shield and get our stam back. All right, next skill, guys, we got Resolving Vigor. Now, I mean, this just speaks for my, you know, for itself. I mean, obviously, if you're not tanking, you're running this, then you're just kind of stupid. I can't really lie. Next off, Ferocious Sleep. Classic skill. A lot of people don't really run this as a tank. I really don't know why. Now, obviously, you don't have to run it. This is sort of like my oh shit panic button, right? Now, you're tanking a bunch of enemies, right? You're running, say you're tanking like 30 trash mobs. I don't necessarily say you would, because your team should probably get enough to kill them. However, so you are, right? Running low on resources. This comes up really quickly with the skills that we have on. And, you know, it just gives you a lot of your resources back really quickly. And it gives you huge damage shield as well, guys. So it's like, it's really your oh shit panic button. I don't really recommend this. I would always wait till you get your bigger ultimate on my back bar. However, this is definitely a good ultimate to have. But this is also a flex spot that I will go over in a sec. Next off, we got Heroic Slash. Now, this is purely for the ultimate regen and the Minor Maim. Now, the Minor Maim reduces the enemy's damage by 15% for 12 seconds. So it's kind of like a taunt, but it's not really a taunt. It just sort of reduces the damage of the enemy that you slash. And it also grants you Minor Heroism, granting you one ultimate every 1.5 seconds for 9 seconds. This is absolutely an amazing skill. And, it, you know, let me just tell you guys, the ultimate regen on this skill is dumb. Like, I honestly sometimes feel like it's broken because you can get up an ultimate really, really quickly. Like, Ferocious Leap, for example, right there, you can get that up really, really quickly by just hitting Heroic Slash. I mean, now it doesn't stack, but you can just weave that in with light attack, and you'll get your ultimate up really, really quickly. But next off, we got Volatile Armor. That is for your physical and spell resistance. You know, classic Dragonite skill. You know, definitely probably one of the best skills Dragonite has, actually. This is really amazing. Low cost of Magicka, and it gives you that huge physical and spell resistance. No brainer, gotta run it. Next off, we got Structure Entropy. Again, for the max health, Flex Spot again. Evasion, we have 15% dodge chance. Now, in my previous build, guys, I didn't really run Evasion, and the reason for that is because I was running Black Rose. And in Black Rose, you get the more resources, you get more resources back for the more times you get hit, right? So that's why I didn't really run it, but with the constant nerfs of Black Rose, I just find it's pretty stupid to run that. Plus, I like the damage mitigation from Vampire's Cloak, and plus I know how to keep my sustain up a lot more in this patch and all that, for a tank anyways. But next off, we got Green Dragon's Blood. Now, this skill, you're never going to keep it up at most times. You're never going to keep this thing up. But what you are going to do is, I can give you guys a quick example of it too. When you're really low on health, you just hit this and your health goes right back up. It just shoots up, right? And you know, an example I can get when you would use this skill is when you're in Vet DSA on the last round, on the very last boss actually, he pulls you in, and he just takes all your health down to like 5%, right? You hit this and your health just shoots up immediately, so you can still like do everything that you would normally need to do. And yeah, you don't really got to worry about losing your health when you're at low. You just hit that, and hopefully you have an open ultimate by that time. But yeah. Next off, we got Corrosive Armor, the best ability in the entire game of Elder Scrolls Online. And just stupid. It's a stupid skill. 200 ultimate. Now, it is a higher cost of ultimate. However, when you do cast this, you will get all of your resources back. And it limits your incoming damage by 3% of your max health. And your attacks ignore enemies' physical resistance by 100%, which is completely useless because we're a tank. But, you know, it limits incoming damage by 3%, right? So what that means is, say there's a one-shot mechanic in the game. For example, a quick example I can think of is in White Gold Tower when you have the Flesh Atronachs. Now, normally, your DPS should be quick enough to kill the Atronachs, but for some random reason, all of your DPSs die. You just want to look like a complete fucking boss real quick. Hit this, and you're just going to live through one-shot mechanics of like 250,000 damage. Another thing I can think of is just like your oh shit panic button. You got a lot of, you're tanking a lot of enemies, right? You really need some resources back. You gotta just negate all that damage. Bang, pop this real quick, and you know, right there for 11 seconds, you're not worrying about anything. So it's really amazing. But yeah, guys, so let's get on to some alternate skills that we can run here. Structure Entropy, we don't necessarily have to run that. We'll lose a little bit of health here. So let's see what I'm running on health here, guys. So let me just swap up. Okay, so we're running 44.6 thousand health with Structured Entropy. And that will go down a little bit here by just switching up a different skill. So we can use Stalwart Guard. Guard gives no, absolutely amazing skill. Let me show you guys what it does real quick. Creates a life bond between you and an allied player. While bonded, 30% of the damage they take is instead redistributed to you, and it increases your critical strike damage. Wow, my voice just cracked so bad there, and their critical strike damage. So it's really good for the DPS to get some more damage on the crits, and it will remain for a pretty decent amount of distance, 15 meters. I mean, it's all right, but yeah, so really good for probably, I'd say, like stamina DPS. I'd most likely put it on them, take their damage away because it's a little bit more squishier than magic, and they will deal a lot of damage with this. They normally have pretty high crit. So yeah, so Stalwart Guard, and the health that you only lose with that is really minor. You only lose 2.6 thousand health with that, so it's definitely a recommended thing. Another skill, what was the next flex spot? Right there. Ferocious Leap. You could run, you know, I personally don't run Warhorn, but you could run Warhorn. Now that is in the support skill tree. If you do not, guys, do not the support skill tree. Warhorn is in the assault skill tree. And it's 250 ultimate. Now that's stupid, right? It does last 27 seconds and increases max health, max magicka, and stamina by 10% for 27 seconds. I don't really recommend it, but if you're confident in the dungeon and say you're a higher level, you know what you're doing, you're tanking, run Warhorn, because Warhorn will you know, give your enemies a lot more damage and just a higher resource pool. So yeah, that's another recommended thing. However, I just don't run it myself personally. But yeah, that is the skills that you can run, guys. Let's get on to the champion points here. It's right there. Bang. We are going into the red tree first. So this will be the steed. Alright, so we got 21 points in resistance. Now this is completely useless because I'm not a PvP tank. However, I just randomly had 21 points. I just put them into resistance. So just completely ignore that. I'll tell you where to redistribute these points in a sec. But okay, first off, we're gonna go with Hardy, 78 points, Elemental Defender, 78 points, so I get 21% in each. Then we're gonna do 5 in Thick Skinned. Then we're gonna have 7 into Quick Recovery, and then we're gonna have 11 into Heavy Armor Focus. Now, let me tell you guys why I started going with this. And where I would put these resistant points first. I would take all the points out of resistance, right? And I would put them into spell resistance right there. So literally just transfer them from resistance right here to spell resistance. However, I would make sure it's like an even split with the heavy armor focus and the spell shield. So that's where I would put my points right there. Next off, the thick skin. It's always nice to have a little bit of damage over time effects. However, this only scales with damage over time effects, so I didn't really find it too useful to put in there. I just figured I'd just take it from overall damage from like anything, any passive, because you can have overall magic damage over time, physical damage over time, and that will only count for all physical damage on Hardy and all elemental damage on Elemental Defender. But Dixie in it would only count for dots, so it's kind of a little bit underrated there. I think that needs to be buffed a little bit. I don't really find it useful enough to put points into. But next off, we got Quick Recovery, 7 points. I don't feel like it goes to your benefit more than, I'd say, like 11 points. I don't really find it to be beneficial, because the reason for that, guys, is Quick Recovery scales up really, really slowly, right? So the more points you put into Quick Recovery, the quicker it's going to be 0.1% after each champion point. And to me, that's sort of useless. I wouldn't really recommend putting too many points in Quick Recovery and sinking a lot of points in here. Next off, we got the Heavy Armor Focus, Physical Resistance Classic, and then, Spell Shield Classic. Can't really go wrong with it. Next off, guys, let's go to the green tree here. And we have 35 points into Warlords. So that reduces your stamina cost of abilities. So that's like your Vigor and your taunts. Pretty good to have. Magician, reduce cost of Magicka. Now this is also helping you sustain out a lot, guys. Because if you think about it, the more times you can cast Igneous Shield, the absolute better off you will be on resource management. As well as for like things like hitting Vigor and your taunts. Next off, we got 20 points into Arcanist here. Magic recovery is huge on this build, huge, because the more magic recovery that you have, the better off your sustain will be. The reason for that is because of the passives. The more times you cast Igneous Shield, the more 5% of your stamina pool will be restored. So really good to have high magic recovery in this build, and I will show you my food also is the magic recovery food as well. But yeah, so 11 points into Tumbling here, just classic break free. I always feel like I like to put 11 points into Tumbling no matter what I do. I really don't know why, no matter what build I'm playing, if it's not like, if any build. However, if it's like a DPS, I obviously recommend more. But if, you're just doing a tank here, at least 11 points in Tumbling, I just feel like it's a solid number. I don't know why. Don't know why, guys. Don't even question me on that. It's solid number. 100 points into Shadow Ward. Don't even think about changing up these this skill tree right here. You have to have 100 points into Shadow Ward as a tank. If you do not, I am sorry for your luck, because the reduced cost of blocking is absolutely dumb. And on this build, we have an infinite block build. So this is infinitely block. You can block forever on this build if you know what you're doing. So yeah, guys, definitely want 100 points into Shadow Ward there. Next off, we got 100 points into Blessed. Absolute must. Increases your effectiveness of the healing that you do, not the healing that you receive from other players, but this is the healing that you do. It's 25% greater, so it's absolutely amazing. Next off, we got the Precise Strikes here, and this increases the damage and healing dealt by weapon criticals by 25%. So absolutely dumb, guys. Whenever you crit on the heal, you're definitely going to get a huge spike in the healing that you receive. You do not want to put any points into Mighty like my previous build. I tested it out, and you definitely do not want to put any points into Mighty there. The healing does not scale off of your physical poison or disease damage at all. Nor does it scale off of physical penetration, and nor does it scale off of Thaumaturge, damage over time effects. So that will only scale your dots up and not your hots, right? Your hots is your healing over time. So yeah, guys, out of sort of okay, now say your lower champion point, right? How I would scale it, I would sort of like scale it, since this is like a pretty even split here. I wouldn't put any points into Precise Strikes, besides like maybe like 10 or something like that, until you get 100 points into Blessed. Blessed is a lot more important than Precise Strikes, guys, in the build. And yeah, that is the tank champion points, guys. So let me just go over real quick the potions that we're using, as well as the food. So stockable items here. So let's go on to the food. The food that we're using is Orzaga's Red Frothgar, and the reason for that, guys, is because it gives you a lot of max health, 5,000, and it also gives you a lot of magic recovery. And like I said before, guys, the magic recovery is absolutely crucial to the build, because it gives you more sustain due to the stamina pool, reimbursement from casting Igneous Shields constantly. Huge part of the build. Okay. Next part we got on to Next thing, we got on to the lingering health potions. Now these are for your like, oh shit, panic moments, right? These are if you're like taking some heat, guys. I mean, you're taking heat. You're in like, you're just eating damage, right? This is like for those moments where you just know, like, I just need that extra bit of healing to just help me get through this for the next 30 seconds. Right there. Restore 900 health per second. Per second, guys, for 38 seconds. And I don't even have the medical passives in the alchemy tree. So this will be for 46, 47 seconds if once you get that leveled up. But 900 health per second, that's amazing, guys. And major vitality, increasing your healing taken by 30% for 12 seconds. Absolutely amazing. So your healer will just be giving you stupid heals, guys. Stupid heals. So you're just going to be like a walking god when you take a lingering health potion. Now these are normally banned in duels, etc. When you're like in like competition for millions of gold and all that, right? Really cheesy to use, but you know, if somebody can kill you with this, then you're doing something wrong, guys, because lingering health is amazing. If you're dying with this and it's not like a one-hit mechanic or something, then you're doing something wrong probably, because these things are absolutely amazing, guys. Really kind of pretty expensive, but amazing. Next off, we got Essence of Stamina. This is what I run 99% of the time, 99.99% of the time, because you know it just gives you stamina back to keep your block up constantly forever, and it also gives you that huge regeneration, which is completely useless. So this is just purely to get back stamina, guys. So yeah, you could do weapon power, completely useless. No need for it at all. But you know, actually the weapon critical ones, you could use these actually. These actually help you a little bit because they give you major savagery, increasing your weapon critical, which also helps your healing crits as well. But yeah, guys, so that is what I recommend for potions. I wouldn't really recommend anything else. You could use tri-stat potions as well, get health, magicka, and stamina back. But that's just what I'm working with. So on to the attribute points here. We have 64 points into stamina, and the reason for that is you want a high max stamina pool due to the Igneous Shield passive. I'm going to keep reverting back to that because it helps so much for your sustain. This is an infinite block build. You can block forever due to having a high stamina pool and high magicka recovery. It just makes sense. Next off, we got the Atro boon, and that is 198 magicka recovery. Absolutely amazing, guys. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Can't even go wrong with it. Magicka recovery is key to sustain on this build. Next off, Vampire Cloak. Now, like I said, guys, this will last forever, and you will always have the Vampire Cloak up 100% of the time. And the reason I like Vampire Cloak is so well is because it gives you 100% uptime on, what is it? I forget the name of it. 100% uptime on, let me think of, I can't think of it. Yeah, 100% uptime on minor protection, guys, so that reduces your damage taken by 8%. Now, if you're using potions of minor protection, you would get, you know, minor ward and minor breach or whatever it is. I'm not too sure what it's called, but it gives you like 1000 physical and spell resistance, and it would give you 8% damage reduction, which is minor protection, for like 15 seconds. So it's only a 1/3 uptime, 33%. So the full damage reduction time on this full uptime is absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's what I'm working with. Next off, what do we got here? That was it, I'm pretty sure, right? Got the food. Oh yeah, what race are we? Okay, so the race that I run, personally, is I run an Imperial, but this is just always what I've had since I started the game. When I started the game, I didn't even want to be a tank, right? However, I love tanking now. It's actually really fun. But an Imperial gives you 12% max health, max stamina, and 10% chance to restore your max health for 7%. Now, this gives you really high resource pools, guys. However, the race that I would recommend for this, you have three races that I would recommend for this, okay? Personally, I would recommend #1 race, okay? I would recommend a Nord. And the reason for that is because it gives you, I'm pretty sure, 6% max stamina and 10% max health. No, 9% max health. And it gives you 6% damage reduction as well from all damage in the game. So it's really good for tanking. Really, really, really good. Your sustain will be a little bit worse, and your health will be a little bit less. But it's really good for tanking because you're going to take a lot less damage. So I recommend being a Nord for this build. But yeah, my next choice would probably have to be... Oh god, it's either an Imperial or Argonian. Like, you can toss up either one, honestly, an Imperial or an Argonian. And the reason I would pick an Argonian is because it gives you some max health, and it also gives you, you know, some healing done, which is also really good on a tank. As well as it also gives you the potions, right? Your potions are scaled up a little bit, so you get some more increased. What do you call it? Increased, basically an increased bonus on your potions, right? So whenever you drink a potion, you're gonna get more for your buck, more bang for your buck on potions, right? And then Imperial is just high max health, high max stam. But personally, you know what? I'd probably honestly go with Argonian for sure. Well, I'd go with Argonian for sure over Imperial. But yeah, guys, I just haven't done the race change yet. I should probably do that here shortly. But yeah, as of right now, I am in Imperial. So yeah, guys, that is right now the build. Let me just show you how I would go about managing my resources as well. So let me do like a build showcase here in a second. Alright, I'll just go over to this little ad real quick on the build showcase, and then I'm gonna go into a trial. I'm gonna show you how much I can tank actually, and just how absolutely stupid this build is. Okay. So right now, as we just go up, so you want to hit a light attack when you first go up in there, animation cancel that into a thing like this, and then and the reason for that is you want a light attack so you can proc your enchantment, and then as you guys can see, my weapon is glowing, so that means enchantment was over, and we could always weapon swap to the back bar as well, get the enchantment there. You're going to want to keep up your taunt at all times, guys. Make sure they got the reduction of their resistances. Always taunt the enemy. Always want to hit your light attacks whenever you can. Build that ultimate. You always want to hit your thing right there to get minor maim, heroic slash. Always want to get that ultimate gen as well. But yeah, guys, I would always keep up your buffs of right there, your scales, and I would always keep up your evasion like that. And then just keep hitting your Igneous Shield and Vigor, right? And you can always like stop and like whenever they're charging you like that, guys. Your tank, if you're blocking, they will fall down or just go right through you. But yeah, guys, you can block forever with this build, and you have no problems at all. So let me show you guys in a trial here. When I'm just gonna go in, I'm gonna walk in. I'm pretty sure it's Sanctum. That's the one I'm just gonna walk into. I'm gonna tank all of the ads, guys, and it's gonna be absolutely dumb. Okay, nobody helping me. I'm just gonna tank absolutely everything. It's gonna be fucking retarded. Okay, so let me show you guys that. And yeah, guys, hopefully so far the build video is going well for you guys. Comment down below if you guys have any questions at all. But yeah, right now we're gonna go into the build showcase on a trial, and I'm just gonna show you the build in action, you guys, so you know that way you can get a feel of how the build is supposed to be played. You know, so yeah, so let me go into the trial right now. Alrighty, guys, so young man is in the trial now. You know, but I walk in for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I go to get a drink of water because my throat is so dry after talking for 26 minutes. And then you know what happens? All these ads viciously attack me, and I come back and I'm just sitting there dead. And I was so sad. But yeah, there we go. So we're just gonna walk along in this trial here, and eventually we're gonna get down, and there'll be like 5,000 of these little fuckers, and they're just gonna keep attacking me. So you know, with that being said, we're just gonna walk along here casually, right past all the enemies because we're God. We just don't even acknowledge their existence. And you know, we just fuck everything up, right? Check me out. Oh, look at this guy, bro. I bet we just fuck this dude up. But yeah, guys, so right down here, check this out. There's gonna be like a million of these fuckers, like somewhere. Oh shit, actually I gotta kill this guy first. Damn it. Alright, this is about to be a big bet. Alright, guys, so young man is gonna kill this dude after like an hour, because last time this took me like half an hour to kill this guy. But once we kill him, I'm gonna cut the video, where I'm gonna come back, we're gonna kill this dude, and yeah, we're gonna tank absolutely everything. So that being said, let's get right into the video. Alrighty, guys, so after about 15 minutes of constantly just beating on this dude with like just like the best combination I possibly could of skills, I eventually got this dude down to about 0.8% health. So let's just slay this dude the fuck out real quick, and then let me show you my true talent as a god. Oh, 8 gold, dude, that literally took me 15 minutes. Like I got, okay, 21 gold. I don't even know, I'm blind, dude. I don't even know what I just said. Alright, guys, so we're gonna let this little Nirncrux altar real quick here, huh? And we're gonna let this other Nirncrux altar real quick, huh? Too bad we can't steal all that Nirncrux on the ground, right? Wouldn't that be cool if we could do that? Anywho, guys, check this out. Wait for it. This is about to get lit real quick. It's about to get dumb lit, okay? Wait, where are they? Oh, yeah, guys, check this out, check this out. They just come in like the little, like, bruh, this is Sparta! Alright, guys, so, alright, this is what we do as a tank, right? This is your job. This is your job to slay. We shall mitigate all the damage in the world, for I am a god. Ah! Bow down to Lord Prodigy. Ah! I eat all of the damage. Alright, guys, so this is basically what you do as a tank, especially when you're a good one. You just sort of sit here, eat damage from all these people in the trial here. Yeah, when you get a magic proc, guys, you just hit your Igneous Shield button. Maybe, you know, hit this. Definitely want to keep up evasion at all times on this build, especially. Make sure your stamina's up, right? Your stamina's getting low. Guess what? No biggie, right? But just hit a potion. Oh wait, 100% stamina. Oh my god. I want to make sure all these guys are hitting me too. I don't want to look like a bitch, right? Oh, but hold on. Wait a minute. Let's just sit here, right? Let's just not even hit anything. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh wait, what's that? Oh my god, is that corrosive armor? Wait, what? Look at that. All my health's back and I take no damage. Oh, wait a minute. I can't die because I'm a god. Oh, wait a minute. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Keep your buffs up, guys. Make sure you always keep up your buffs. Don't get too cocky now. Don't get too cocky now. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to hit one of my coveted potions of what do you call those potions again? I forget. We're going to hit one of these things right here. Lingering health potions, right? And yeah, we're just gonna do that. Look, okay, our ulti gen is absolutely gonna be dumb here in a sec. I want to show you guys. This is just your normal tanking, right? This is just without like really too many buffs. This is just so you're just like average sitting around at 3 a.m. type of tanking. You're not really carrying too much. You're just doing your thing, right? But now, check this out, guys. This is where things get crazy, right? All right. By the way, when you get a stamina proc, guys, be sure to hit Evasion and Vigor, right? This is free cast basically, right? But anyways, this is where things are about to get crazy. Okay. I'm gonna hit my ultimate here in a sec. I'm just gonna show you how fast we can get our ulti gen up, right? So let me show you guys this. This is absolutely dumb, right? Hit this real quick, get all of our shit back. Just stand right here in the middle. We're gonna hit bang. All right, guys. So this is how we get ulti gen real quick. Here, I'm literally stuck in between all of these guys, right? Hit that. Maybe hit an ability or so. Hit your heroic slash on your back bar. Constantly hit your Igneous Shield, which also gives you your Igneous Shield also gives you ultimate as well, guys. Look at that. We're already at halfway there. Hit another heroic slash, right? Buff that up a little bit. Gotta be sure what we're doing here is right. Now we're taking some serious heat, guys. We're taking some serious heat. We're in the middle of everything. Oh, lingering health potion. Oh, look at that. Oh no, I'm going to full health. Oh no, wait a minute. What? Look at me, I'm a god. I'll just hit my buffs again. Oh, look at that. My ultimate's already up too. Oh, just get all my resources back as well. And oh wait, what's that? A damage shield? Oh my god. And I'm standing in an AoE too because I'm a god. Okay, right? So we do that. Right, I don't really think there's like multi-tiered ultimate regen, so you know, it's whatever. You know, we're getting back that coveted resources. We're getting back everything because we're gods, okay? But yeah, guys, we can basically do this forever. You just sort of just, you know, do everything that you're supposed to do, and yeah, just keep up all your buffs, and eventually, you know, you're gonna get procs and get all your stamina back. For example, like right now, the chances that you will not get your stamina back is really small, and if so, guess what? Ultimate! Hey! But yeah, guys, that is the build showcase. Now I'm just gonna cut out here and we're just gonna go because obviously I can't kill these guys. Well, technically I could if I just started staying here around here. A bunch of these guys will eventually die from what I don't even know what they will die from. They will just sort of eventually die. And then these guys, yeah, they're just never gonna die. But yeah, with that being said, guys, I'm just gonna cut out to the outro here. But yeah, guys, thank you for looking at my build showcase. So yeah, let me just cut out to that right there. I'm just gonna kill me. I'll see you guys in the next clip here right now. So hopefully you guys enjoy this build. Didn't take too long to put together on my end. I just wanted to keep you guys updated on when I'm running for my 100k challenge. But yeah, guys, this has been the build. Another thing I want to address is we're almost at 1,000 subs. We're about 900. I appreciate all of you. You know, it truly means a lot, especially when I'm walking around, you know, Tamriel here, and we got a bunch of people just coming up to me asking, you know, just saying hi or whatever, just because they're fans. I find that so cool. I could even like imagine being like Delty or somebody like that having like 100,000 subs. I mean, that'd just be mind-blowing to me. But yeah, guys, so I appreciate all of you. Thank you for watching the build. If you guys have any comments, be sure to comment them down below. I will respond to them within due time. As well as if you have any critiques on the build, if you guys think anything else would be beneficial to my build, please let me know, because I always want to be the best that I can be in the game. I literally hate losing. So yeah, guys, just comment down below any hints, anything like that. Tell me what you're running. Maybe if you guys got a build idea, I might check it out. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, YouTube, this has been your boy Zombie Prodigy, and peace.